All right, guys, here it is. The Ferry Boys just got down here to Lee's Ferry, loading all our gear, about to ready to go park the truck. Pat and I, two of the three Ferry Boys, just parked the truck back there at the 14-day camping lot. And now we are headed over and gonna sit. Gotta wait for our back country boat. And then that backhaul is gonna take us up to the top. So we'll see you guys along the way. All right, guys, we're here. We're all loaded up. The Ferry Boys are ready to go. Now, waiting. Got our backhaul coming up here in 20-30 minutes, and we'll be on the. Keep you updated. Catch you out there.
You guys drive?
Yep. All right, guys, we just landed top of the area. The dam's just around the corner. We can't really show you. I guess it's pretty secure. I got big man Pat. We got Nick.
Yo.
We're out here. We're gonna get doing it. Got our kayak loaded up. You can see Pat's in the middle. He brought the most gear. It certainly was not me. But we'll get all these things loaded up and on the river here shortly.
I figured to dump it a little deeper where it was.
All right, here we are, guys. Pat rocking on the boat. We're all set. Got back over there looking for power cord. And then 15 miles that way. We're gonna find some spot along the river tonight. We're gonna camp. Got all our stuff there, and then we finish out tomorrow. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have fun. 3 friends hanging out. Let's hope we make it. All right, guys. Talk to you later. All right, guys, a little fit change. Get this hat on. We're out here. We are ready to go. We're all on river. We're gonna get this. Ferry Boys,
Roll out.
roll out.
Somewhere.
Just incredible. It's absolutely excellent. Like, look at the water.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't even have a channel yet, but let's get it done. It's just, I mean, you're probably 30 feet to bottom here. It's crazy deep, but so clear. We are on the river. We are going. We're going to get this thing done. We got 15 miles until the drop point. Make it. We're going to make it somewhere. Maybe mile 8 or 9 tonight. Furthest we can go is mile 6 before they cut off camping. So we're gonna get out there. We've got all our gear packed. Everything's all loaded up. Yeah, Nick should see it, but he's got a drag bag behind him, so he's dragging all our beers in the river to keep cool. If you've not been here yet, this water is like 40 degrees, so it's a great way to keep your stuff cool in a wet bag. All right, we're gonna keep going, and we'll check in soon. You got my
Probably. We left at 11. Yeah. I got a sandwich.
All right, guys, so you saw me fill up at that waterfall. I used my little Sawyer filter with the squeeze bag. Get in here. Nope, it's not terrible. All right, guys, looks like we stopped, we ate some lunch, found this cool spot. It's got a little waterfall over there. We're gonna get back on. Looks like that wind kind of shifted directions though, and so we're gonna be paddling into the wind, and so you know, a little bit harder, but I think we'll still find some ways. Pat and Nick are up front. The Ferry Boys are well on our way. Check out that waterfall one more time so you guys can see it. Just a little guy, but we filtered some water through there, and you know, now we're all packed up in the boat. Got my water, electrolytes, and we're gonna go. All right, guys, I think next stop we're gonna be up near Horseshoe Bend. The actual part, you guys may be up top, we'll be down at the bottom, and then I think we're gonna start looking for places to camp, so we'll check in soon. All right, guys, so we got on the river about 11 o'clock. It's a little after 2 o'clock Arizona time right now. We made it to the first campsite behind us, Ferry Swell, I believe it is. We're not gonna camp here, but we are gonna stop. Nick and I got our fishing rods out. I got a little spinner on it. We're gonna see if we can catch some trout here. Just a reminder, if you are out here fishing, barbless hooks, so we had to bend ours in a little bit, and then no live bait. Everything's got to be artificial. I guess it's a pretty sensitive ecosystem, and we want to keep it clean and healthy. So we're gonna go out here, and I'm gonna start ripping lips and catching some trout, and we'll let you know how it goes. Yo, we haven't got any fish yet on the river, but we did come out one entire fishing pole ahead and swam like I don't know, like 30 feet, maybe 20 feet deep, down into this freezing cold water, and pulled out this perfect fly rod. Nick's over there catching it, and so maybe that's our luck. Maybe we're gonna use this rod to catch some fish tonight. We'll keep you updated. All right, guys, well, I was unsuccessful fishing right now, but there are plenty of fish in here, and these things are massive. When I tell you, I don't even know, I'm trying to zoom in so it keeps flipping. There we go. Like, there's some, you can see them down in there. This isn't a great shot. I'll try to get some one point when I'm swimming around, so you can see a big guy right down there right now. But some of the biggest fish I've ever seen are in this right now. Absolute wild. Just got skunked, but you know, it is what it is. I got more rod, I got more line, so we'll keep trying. All right, guys, so here we are. We're about mile 9. We're coming up on Horseshoe Bend, so you can kind of see people up top, and we're down here, and it just is incredible. And thinking about how small we are in relative to the things around us and how old this place is and the amount of history that's been here, it's ridiculous. So here it is. That's Horseshoe Bend right there. We'll zoom in up on top. Can't really see people right now, but that's where they would be, right up in there. It's kind of incredible thing. And up here right in front of us is a camping spot on mile 9. So we're gonna talk. There's Nick over there, I got Pat over here. We'll sit down and talk about where we want to camp. There's a lot of people getting off here on mile 8 and 9, so we're thinking we might just keep moving, head up to mile 6, set up camp over there, and have an earlier, easier morning tomorrow. Just lounge around, set up camp, and get it going. So anyways, off to it. Catch you. All right, guys, hey, we got to mile 6 campsite, 9 miles on the river today. We're gonna show you where we landed. It's pretty cool. Took a big risk. Just come up here, you know, that's mile 8, 9, the big ones at Horseshoe Bend, everybody was stopping at. So we wanted to take a risk. Came straight up. Pat and I got our kayaks loaded in. There's a restroom right up there. Check this out. Yeah, this can be pretty sweet. Showed up and somebody left us wood, you know, so we're gonna have a good time tonight. All right, we'll check in soon. Gotta get camp set up, get the tent set up, get Nick loaded up here, and we'll get it going. All right, see you soon. All right, so got camp set up. We're right over here. I got my I'm gonna blow up my mattress pad, things like that. I think I'm gonna leave the top off tonight. It's all mesh, Sierra Designs Comet for anybody who cares. But I'm going to have the most beautiful unobstructed view. Unfortunately, these fuckers are gonna ruin it. But we'll get set up and we'll be back here shortly. So, I'm pretty worn out, pretty tired. We all sat down just around the campfire. We're just over here, they're down in the river cleaning it up, and made myself some dinner. Some creamy macaroni and cheese. It's edible, it's nothing great. Boiled some water, my little jet boil. Throw it in here, it's pretty easy. Follow the directions. You know, doesn't cost super great, but it worked out, so. All right, man, well, I'm gonna finish this up. We're gonna start this fire here soon, and then sleeping bed tent set up. And it's gonna be a beautiful night looking up at the stars. And I'm tired as heck, so it's gonna be great. All right, check in soon. All right, guys, we got the fire going now. Nick and Pat are over here. We're all just chilling around the fire, and the rest of the night. Yeah, it's Ferry Boyz over here starting the fire, just having a good time. Got it all going. It's just a beautiful location. Excellent, right by the river. Hey, good morning, world. We forgot to check in a little bit earlier. Tent's coming down. We got Nick and Pat all packed up, eating breakfast. Made sure that's out and dead. Even left wood for the next guy. We're gonna finish packing up. It's about 6:30 going on 7 a.m. here. Get out onto the river, changed out our fishing gear today, and we're gonna get it going. See you soon. All right, world, here we are, day 2. Just shortly before 7:30, I think. Getting ready to launch. Got my boat packed. We got Pat out on the river. Nick's up top doing some work, and we're gonna get this thing going. We're mile 6, so I mean, we could probably do this in an hour if we wanted to. Water's moving pretty quick, and then we paddle with it. But there's a hike, there's a slot canyon a lot of people don't realize and know about. So I think we're gonna pull up to that slot canyon. About a 30-minute hike back in, from what I'm told. So we're gonna give that a try and go from there, and we'll check back soon. But hey, enjoy. It's beautiful out here. Colorado River, a little chilly, a little cold, but the water, that is it. Last night it was like 70 degrees, hard to sleep. No real crosswind, but all my gear worked out really well. So happy with that, and we'll do a review on those things at another time. But we're gonna get this thing going. Party on, Wayne. A little view of the canyon wall. Got a boat coming up on us. I'm gonna try to paddle straight real quick. Look at, just so you can see what we're seeing here. It is just absolutely. It's the boys. I don't know where Nick is. There's Nick. There we go. Now we've got this boat coming up. So pretty. All right, guys, here we are. We just pulled up onto whatever the slot canyon is. I don't know, Pat says it's here, so we're gonna go back, walk back here. We're just at mile 4. Right across from us is the old camp spot for 4. So we're getting pretty close to the end. Gonna do this 30-minute hike back into that slot canyon. Hope nobody steals all our gear, and we'll go from there. On this hike, we're only a couple minutes in. Cool little tide pool, obviously empty, but you can just see as it comes through the slot canyon how cool that whole section would be. Running water, waterfall, be awesome. Not sure if this is actually like the start or if we're just walking through, but we're gonna give this a shot. It's the beginning of the cave maybe, or the slot canyon, we'll see. So Pat lied to us. I don't know if it's a lie, but Pat, speak for yourself. Tell the crowd what they want to hear. So we came Slot Canyon. And, I mean, it's a canyon. I wouldn't say it's a slot canyon, sort of. I mean, narrow-ish, but it's pretty big. It's not like you're squeezing through anything. And then it ends at this lovely drinking hole. So bring your life straw, guys. All right, guys, so we made it. We're back in here. It's a nice tight fit. It's pretty cool. So if you come out here, give it a shot. Just make sure you're careful. And what I really hope for you guys to learn through this is that YouTube is fake as shit. That's one little tiny rock. So don't believe everything you always hear on the internet. All right, guys, so I don't know much about this, but on the boat ride up, our boat guide was telling us that these sand dune hills behind us, you guys can see there, have something to do with Star Wars. I don't know exactly what. The Sand People or something, Ewoks, Raiders, some crap. I don't know. I'm not Star Wars, but if you like that shit, then Lee's Ferry's got some Star Wars attraction for you. So come on out. We're about, I don't know, maybe 2.5, 3 miles left of this trip. Had a great time with the boys, and we'll keep going. Here's a front view of my kayaks. So a little bit better view for you there on what that is. And if you're a Star Wars buff, you like that stuff, maybe you know more about this. There we go. That's the end of it. 15 miles down. Did it. We'll get out over there. Pat and I will go grab the truck. Nick will watch all the gear, and we'll get loaded up and back on the road. It's been real. We're not done. We'll cover up in the truck, then I'll do a follow-up of how everything went. See you soon. Well, that's that. 2 days at Lee's Ferry. Done. We got it all in. We're just landed. Pat and I are going to go grab the truck, and that'll conclude our time. It was a good time. Get out here and do it. All right, we're back in the car, back in the truck. Got everything off. There's Nick. There's Pat. It was a good trip. What do you guys think? Yep. Yeah. Balls. Nice. All right, guys. Peace out. We'll see you on the next one. Get out and